When I first decided to be an entrepreneur, it was actually spurred by somebody telling me I couldn't do it. And, that didn't sit very well with me, and within 3 months I enrolled in school for entrepreneurship and quit my job.
Families kind of wondering what you're doing, like go get a job. And I don't think people take it that seriously at the beginning because it's hard to get going and actually get to the point where you can make a living.
I mean, there are people who came to me and say, your idea sucks. Like, you're never gonna make it, this is impossible. And I actually took it very seriously at the time. I actually thought that I don't have what it takes to be an entrepreneur.
The idea of running step after step is very simple, but the fact of actually running that distance is very hard to do. And so the persistence and the long-term goal and the vision behind what you're trying to accomplish and maintaining that desire and that drive is really the biggest trait that can get you through starting the company and growing the company.
You're planning for a long game, and if you do not have the health, stamina, happiness to sustain you, or the community, if you screw up all the relationships with your friends and family, then who's going to support you?
If you cling too tightly to the idea saying, it's mine, I want to be the one to lead it forward, that can be where you start to stumble because not everyone can do everything. And so to pull in leadership, to know what you don't know, and then to fill those gaps on your team, I think is a very, very important part of success.
I would say the biggest thing is fearlessness. I think that as a young entrepreneur, it's something that we have a lot of. It's important to be able to get out of your comfort zone, and at a young age, I think we're less nervous to do that, and that's really the difference between people that take an idea and make something of it.
The willingness to fail is key. Because the quicker you fail, it means one, that you're trying, and two, that you're learning something from it.
With entrepreneurship, it's a roller coaster. You get really high highs and then really low lows. And throughout the years, I've experienced and seen a lot of those. And when there is a lot of success, to know that it might not last and just be prepared for what's coming next. So perseverance is what I've learned a lot about myself.
All I had were kind of these ideas for bookkeeping processes and algorithms. But an algorithm isn't a business. Like, you kind of have to have this sense of, that makes sense to me, or that doesn't make sense to me. And that's a sense that that intuition that you kind of hone over time.
And really starting my own thing, I realized you have to be more outgoing and personable and try to communicate what you do and who you are to other people. Otherwise, you're not going to necessarily go very far.
So my fiance, she looked me in the eyes, and one day, and while I was second guessing myself, and she said, you inspire me every single day to be more and do more. And she told me to just not look back and just execute.